gonna say, I think he might have something to do with you guys in honor of the one and only Pat Sajak, who's retiring, I think, today. He might play a little game for you guys, but if you wouldn't mind putting your hands together for our first guest, the one and the only DJ.
Good one. Thank you.
Are you doing your game?
Yeah.
All right, I was making sure.
I'm doing the world's shittiest game show. And the prizes are extra shitty, so you're in for a treat. I cleaned out my bag and forgot. I was like, why is my bag so heavy? And I cleaned it out and I realized I gave away all the game show prizes.
Nice.
Yeah. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna have a good time. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Hi, guys. There's a lot of people here for a Friday morning. I'm digging it. So I've never been to Columbus before. I've actually never been to Ohio. I thought I had been to Ohio, but I found out that the airport in Cincinnati is actually in Kentucky. So I have actually never been here before. Thank you. It's interesting because I was downtown last night and it looks like a studio backlot tour. There's nobody on the streets. The buildings everything's super clean. It looks fake. So what'd you say? It's a simulation. It looks like a simulation. So my deal with creation is, so I'm usually the first panel up on Friday, so I get here. I'm first up in the morning, and then I host karaoke at night. Come tonight because I take so much pride in it. It's my heaviest costume of the year. There's about 10 pounds of sequins I'm going to be wearing. And so, so I'm first up and then last up. I get home about midnight tonight. And tomorrow night, though, I get off. My deal with creation is like I get off at 5:30 and then I go out. So if you know of a good, fun dive bar that's not too far from downtown, let me know during like today or tomorrow because I take Dina out. Dina's my minder. She's about this tall. You know Dina? And she drinks 1.5 drinks with me. So I'm gonna try to boost it to 2 this weekend. So I'm happy to be here. This is the first time I haven't been jet lagged in almost a month. I slept so well last night. I was just on that trip in Germany with the boys and Ty and that whole crew. It was a great time. And then I went back to LA and I'm on a TV show called Bookie now, and my character has Tourette syndrome, and I had to have Tourette syndrome for 14 hours, like last week. Woke up the next morning, I'd given myself whiplash. Like I was in bed for 4 days. Every time I lift my head up, I had to do it by my hair and the back of my neck like this. 4 days, that's how committed I am to this craft. So guys, we're gonna play something called the World's Shittiest Game Show. Did anyone ever play it before? Well, for the rest of you who haven't, it's really shitty. So here's how it goes. So I'm gonna pick a number between 1 and 150 and write it on this piece of paper, and I'm gonna do it right now. Between 1 and 150. Hold on, let's do it between 1 and 225. I'll pick. Probably still something between 1 and 150. Let's do it between 1 and 150. I'm gonna pick. Perfect. So how this works is every time you engage me at one of these microphones to ask a question, tell me something, you can do anything, say anything you want. This is the time because I'm wide awake and ready to answer anything. My zipper down. I'm always worried. If somebody laughs when I come as far at the stage, I'm worried they can see because I have a problem with keeping my zipper up, and that's not what I meant by that. So every time. It's because usually I'm wearing button-fly pants, and when there's a zipper involved, I can never remember to go that extra mile. So anytime you ask me a question at one of these microphones, you will ask me a question, I'll answer 30% of it, forget what you asked, and tell a completely unrelated story. After that, then you'll give me a guess with your name and your number at this number, and then you'll win something shitty from my bag. And today's prizes are, you can't have that, that's a brick, charging brick, I need that. An airline headphone set. Yeah, I told you. I actually once asked people online if they wanted me to have better prizes at the World's Shittiest Game Show, and they said no, it defeats the point. Because I got drunk and bought a bunch of 18th century Chinese porcelain because stereotypes are true. So as I'm aging as a gay guy, it's either gardening or Chinese porcelain, and gardening's all outside, and I've suffered enough. I grew up on a farm and I've already done that. Okay, so here is, I have to do this, hold on one second. This actually isn't so shitty. There's a keychain in here that somebody gave me that's made of, I think, copper from Liverpool. And Liverpool was the convention where Misha got me to like Indian food. And I'd never liked Indian food before. And we all went out. So there's that in there. There's also a business card from an architect, which I could probably sign. So it's one of those three things. A business card from an architect that he gave me at the bar at the hotel at the airport. Also I can sign this coffee holder for you from Java Market. Is it this one? No, Java Jacket. So it's the Java Jacket, it's the airline headphones, and then there's that keychain somewhere in there. So hi, welcome to the World's Shittiest Game Show. Which side should I start with? You tell me. They're more enthusiastic. So I'll start over here. Hi! You can't win. You cannot win. Hi.
My name is Addie. I'm from the Columbus area, so welcome.
Thank you so much. Do you think it looks like a set also?
Yeah, definitely.
It really does. I will tell you, people in Ohio are hot. I find myself like that corn-fed look. I really like that look. If you eat corn, I'm attracted to you.
But I'm not a professional on Divergent area, but my contacts are telling me Dick's Den.
Dick's Den?
Yes.
That's a little bit on the nose for me. So I don't think I'll be going to Dick's Den, although I will write it down. Dick's Den. Oh, Dick's. Okay. That means a lot of things. Okay. Oh, you guys, make sure that you have to make sure you keep track of this, because I will put it down somewhere and not be able to find it, and it fucks up the game show. It really does. If I can't write your name and your number down, that's the whole point. So it's back pocket right now. So was that your question?
I do have an actual question.
Okay, talk right into the microphone. I'm in my mid to late hundreds, although you can't tell it because I'm a great doctor. But tell me what your question is.
So, many characters were left with kind of open endings. So I was wondering, what do you think Garth's perfect ending or open ending would have been?
So what would Garth's perfect ending? I really think maybe out of all the characters in the whole show, Garth got the best perfect ending. They wrote a hero's journey so well, that last episode that Garth did, that I did, because it showed that there was life after hunting, that you could have like your happily ever after. Personally though, I was hoping that they would kill Bess, my wife, so I could go back to hunting. But because I really wanted to put on that hunter coat one last time, and the only way I thought I could do that was if somebody killed my wife. I know, poor Bess. But I was pissed off when they made me a werewolf because I thought they were doing it because Garth was supposed to do a bunch of episodes of the show, but I couldn't do it because they wouldn't hire me as a series regular, and then I booked Man in the High Castle, which actually shot like 2 sound stages away from them. But I couldn't get over there to do the show, so then they made me a werewolf to explain where I've been. And I was at a wine tasting in downtown Vancouver and got a call from Adam Glass that wrote Garth. And he was like, hey, he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm at a wine tasting. He was like, sit down. So I went and sat down on the sidewalk outside with a glass of wine, because I'm classy. And I was told this and got super pissed. I mean, also I was drunk. But I was super pissed because I thought Dean was gonna have to kill me, but he didn't. So I really like how they finished Garth, not finished him off, like how they finished out his storyline. Although I really would, again, have liked to have been a hunter and not been a werewolf the whole time. And also turning into a werewolf in front of the camera people is so embarrassing because if you don't, before they put in like the special effects or, you know, right when you're changing before they cut and then they put in the teeth and the contacts and the nails, it looks like this. Which is so dumb, and you're doing it in front of camera guys who are like this, oh my, that's not a hunter. But if you don't commit to it, it won't edit and won't look good. What's your name and your guess?
My name is Addie, and my guess is 76.
Annie? Is it Annie?
Addie.
Addie. Addie. Well, oh, like, do you ever see Z Nation? There was a major character named Addie on it. My character had a crush on her. What's your guess? 76?
Yes.
Thank you, you didn't win. I wouldn't tell you even if you did, because it would mess this whole thing up. Hi.
Hi. First I wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you. For what? Poor Ty. I got to Germany right after the. Here's the thing. It's not news to us. We've been engaged since last August. But I mentioned it casually on my podcast. It was like 3 minutes. I did it. So I have a podcast, and if you're not listening to, you are missing out. It is the most free I've ever been. It's like a panel on steroids. Right? What'd you say?
Awesome.
Say that one more time.
It's awesome.
It really is awesome. Even if, and it's one of the things professionally that I've done that I'm probably the most excited about because it's a chance where I can do whatever the hell I want. Say whatever. So if you were awesome, I talk about how awesome you were. If you suck, I talk about how much you suck. I say whatever the hell I want. And I try out products, I do a lot of things. So episode 10 of our show, I talked about Supernatural. It's sort of a love letter to the show because all of my best friends have come from this show. Samantha Smith's one of my closest friends. You know, I love the boys to pieces. I'm on a 27-person text thread that I keep on mute because these motherfuckers will not shut up. If one person says one thing, it's a 3-hour ordeal. And I'm like, I have to be up early in the morning. Shut your mouth. So it's always on mute. But it's good because, you know, we've had births and deaths and marriage, you know, the whole thing. So we keep in contact with each other. Why am I talking about this? Oh, time. Yeah. Thank you. Well, why did I say, why was I, oh, anyway. So I went to Germany to see, my podcast. It's really good. And so, did you ask this? You said congratulations. This game show is so shitty, isn't it? Okay, so I mentioned it casually in my podcast. It was like 3 minutes of like a 54-minute episode as something that I gained from this show. And then the media picked it up and it's all over the world. And it didn't occur to me because my birthday is like on the news. Like it's in the newspaper. You know, they run segments. Oh, today's people born or these people. And so it didn't occur to me, but it should have. So I started getting freaked out that he was going to leave me because it was so much attention. Like somehow the New York Post got his personal phone number and called him. And well, I mean, I didn't think he would leave, but I thought he would be freaked out. So I get to Germany, and he's thinking I'm going to be freaked out because there's so much attention on it. And I was like, oh, good, so it is your fault. Like, you proposed to a famous person. What did you expect was going to happen, Ty? Anyway, thanks for the congratulations. Do you have a question?
Yes, I was wondering what was your most difficult day on set for Supernatural?
Ooh, I had this episode where I got hit by a car and they find me on the ground. And so Jared and Jensen had done some pranks on me, like filling my trailer with fart spray. And somebody put mayonnaise in my door handle on my trailer, and I hate mayonnaise more than anything in the whole wide world. If you ever want to know one thing about me, that's my defining characteristic, it's my hatred for mayonnaise. I hate it to death. It's a choice that is made for you that cannot be undone. It makes me angry. What? It is nasty. It really is nasty. The mouthfeel is terrible. It's just again, what were we talking about? Was it just congratulations still? Oh, most difficult day on set. Oh yeah, because the boys pranked me. And so anyway, so I go to work one day and there's a rubber gimp suit in my closet, and I thought they just hung it in there to mess with me. And so about 3 hours into filming, I start shivering. We're shooting at night. I've been hit at night. And so and it's raining and I'm in the road, like in a muddy road, like doing this, and they're like, don't you have that rubber layer underneath? And I was like, no, I thought it was a prank. I didn't know, because also it was this wide. So I didn't put it on. So that was a hard night for me. But I mean, most of entertainment, most of acting, like you're never swimming in the summer, you're always swimming in the winter. You're wearing winter coats always in the summer. So it's not the most comfortable thing. Like I gave a speech once at like the Philadelphia high school performing arts, and they were like, what's it like to be an actor? And I was like, and I just finished shooting a movie in Texas, and I was like, I spent 9 hours yesterday in a cameraman's crotch like this trying to get somebody the right eye line. That's what it's like to be an actor. But it's fun as hell because you are a storyteller and you get to touch people wherever they are in their day or on their journey in their lives. People come up to me all the time like, you were me and my wife's first date, like that kind of stuff. Or I'll just be going through like a hotel lobby and wind up in somebody's wedding photos. Like that, it's such a gift to be able to be a storyteller. But the mechanics of it are this. What's your name and your guess?
My name is Shara, and my guess is 15.
Shara, 15. Thank you so much for playing the World's Shittiest Game Show. Hi.
Hi, my name is Keelan, and my question is, I do a lot of musical theater, and
Okay.
I was wondering if you could play any role in any musical, which one would
Ooh,
you
that's a good question. I actually was offered this part in the Broadway revival of Little Shop of Horrors. I was going to play Seymour, but I couldn't do it because my schedule. It is the only, so don't be mad at me for this, but I don't like musicals. They make me nervous. I'm like, you know, like, I'm going to the store to buy a little book. I'm like, say it! Just say it! Why is this a 45-minute ordeal about buying some bread? It's just not for me. But the things that are not for me in life, like the Kardashians are not for me. But Taylor Swift necessarily is not for me, right? But the last thing I'm going to do is crap on it if you like it. I like this. One of my favorite things in the world is a show called EastEnders. It is a soap opera about reasonably unattractive people that's been in England, that's been on the air since 1985. Since 1990, whatever year would still make me be 38. I've been watching this. And I haven't missed an episode, and I love it so much. And when I talk about this, especially when I'm in the UK, everybody loves to crap on it. So I hate crapping on people's, like the term guilty pleasure, I think is so stupid because you're basically crapping on your own life. You don't have to do that. Why am I telling that? What was your question? Was it congratulations?
It was what role you would take if you were in any musical.
What role? Oh, Seymour Krelborn, because I didn't get to play it. Oh, so I was in London once, and I was there doing press for a movie, and they took me and a few of the actors to see Mamma Mia back when it first became a thing. So we're sitting in the best seats, like in theater in London where it originated, and 5 minutes into it, I was like this, I gotta get out of here. Like it really was like, you can't do that to ABBA. Mamma Mia, don't do that to ABBA. But I would play Seymour Krelborn because I love that movie with Rick Moranis when I was a child. And I've seen the stage play several times and it's awesome. It's not that I hate all musicals. I saw My Fair Lady and liked it. And didn't love Miss Saigon. Phantom of the Opera I didn't like too much. I know, shut my mouth. I know. But here's the thing, they're just things that I don't necessarily respond to, but people are telling me there are musicals like Avenue Q or one of those that I would really respond to. Or Book of Mormon, somebody said I would like. I like Team America World Police. Fuck yeah! I loved it. So maybe I do like musicals and just haven't found the right ones. What's your name and your guess? What? Rent bothers me. It really bothers me. Here's the thing, I know a lot of the original cast of Rent though, like Anthony Rapp, and so I don't like watching my friends pretend. It's very hard. I've told this before at several one of these meetings, but I'll tell you this just to put this in context in case you haven't heard this. I had a housewarming party, and one of my friends had just been nominated for an Oscar, and so I had this housewarming party, and I haven't seen this movie that he's been nominated for an Oscar before or since, and here's why. I thought he left, and he was doing mushrooms at my house, which is something I don't do, but I completely support. Unless you take too many. I found this motherfucker naked and crying in my upstairs bathroom. Getting his pants on was the third hardest thing I've ever had to do as an adult. And people are like, have you seen Blank's Academy Award nominated performance? I'm like, no, I've seen him naked and crying in my bathroom though. It's wrecked it for me forever. I can watch him pretend after that. What's your name and your guess?
So it's Keelan. I don't care how you spell it.
That's good. You know I didn't spell it right.
And my guess is 132.
132. Thank you, Keelan. I think I answered most of that, which I'm proud of. It's a personal victory. Hi.
Hey DJ, Nick. My question, first of all, I love the podcast.
Oh, thanks.
And my question is, if you could live with a fictional character, who would you choose as your roommate?
Oh, if I could live with a fictional character, who would I choose as my roommate? When I was a little boy, I had a crush on Velma from Scooby-Doo because no one else had a crush on her. I think she would be really cool and good at stuff, although she probably would be a know-it-all, so I guess I couldn't live with her. Oh, Barney Rubble. What a nice guy. I probably want to live with Barney Rubble. Who would you want to live with?
From Supernatural Pie, Garth.
What?
Garth.
Oh, that is so nice. You know about me? Oh, come here. That's so nice. Give me a hug. That wasn't a nice thing. What's your name and your guess?
Nick and 32.
Nick 32, I got you. Thank you so much, Nick, and that was a nice thing to say. Garth is so patient, I probably would murder him. Let me write this down before I forget. Flattery will get you everywhere, Nick. Okay, hold on. Nick 32. Gotcha, brother. Hello.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I want to say that I love Garth, of course, but I first fell in love with you as a character in Road Trip.
Oh yeah, that's my first movie. Thank you.
I saw you in Charlotte when you came out doing a Run DMC. I liked it, crazy, it was awesome. But my question is, what's a fun story from a road trip you've been on?
Well, here's the thing. Since I have been in the movie Road Trip, that was my first movie. It changed my life profoundly. It's why I'm here today. I would not be here if it hadn't been for that movie. It made me an actor. But since then, every time I've been on a road trip, I go into a convenience store and somebody does this. Hey, buddy, are you on a road trip? And I'm like, oh, that's so original of you. And yes, I am. Oh, one time, so when you live in Tennessee, every kid makes the pilgrimage in the middle of the night to Memphis, to Graceland. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Let's go to Graceland. So you do it. So I think I was 17 years old. We lied to our parents and said we were all staying at somebody else's house. And we drove in the middle of the night to Memphis. We had to get gas just outside of Memphis. And we were going to the convenience store. And somehow, my friend Shelly shut my fingers in the door. And I don't know, I know, it was not my favorite either. But I don't know what happened, but I think I must be mostly gristle and connective tissue because somehow it didn't break my fingers, but they were caught inside the door. And I was in complete denial about it. And so I'm like, and also when I get really nervous or scared or upset, I laugh, right? So I remember I did this. You shut my hands in the door. You're like, what? You shut my hands in the door. And so this went on for a second, and finally I started really flipping out, like, you're so my fucking door! So when they opened it, I expected it to be like that, but it wasn't, miraculously. We just went on to Graceland. I mean, yeah. I've never told that story, and I also have forgotten it. I'm glad you reminded me of that. Kim, what's your guess?
101.
101. But yeah, Graceland's a cool thing to do. It is so damn tacky. What the hell were people thinking in the 70s?
Hi, DJ. I'm
Hi.
Lindsay. I'm from Canada. You sent me, I got a cameo from you a couple months ago.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to do a cameo for somebody. It's her 21st birthday. Where's my phone? Will you help me do it? Okay, hold on. It's gonna be great. You'll love it. Hold on one second. This panel's free, by the way, and I can do it if I want. Hold on. Hold on. I can do this hard right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It'll only take a minute. Okay. Cameo. Her name is Maddie, and the request already expired, and her mother Janice re-requested it. So it's her 21st birthday. So let me make absolutely sure this is the right one.
Maddie's birthday video a little while back, so I had to get you to do this one because she's turning 21, so it's super special.
Oh, she is 21.
We love you.
She is 21.
And congratulations on your engagement. So,
Do you want to hear a story? Okay, her name is Maddie, so I'm going to start it.
birthday video a little while.
You know, sometimes my phone doesn't recognize my fingers. And also, you know those automatic things that do, like, you know, the water comes out in the bathroom and the soap? And also, sometimes it doesn't see my hands as hands. Like, I'll be there for like 4 hours doing this. And I gotta
Sorry,
do
we
this.
gotta
Hey,
move
baby,
these
can
out.
you help
They're
me?
hooked together. Well, unhook it.
Okay, hold on.
Here.
This.
Can't. Yeah, you just lift it up.
I'm going to make it look like I'm not here.
I'm doing it right now. Oh, all right. Sorry.
Looks like I'm on stage. Hold on. Hey Maddie, how are you? Jake Paul's here. So your mom reached out to me and told me that it's your 21st birthday, so I really would like you to have this. Happy birthday to you. Join me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maddie. Happy birthday to you. Thank you guys so much for having me. Microphone for this anymore. Go out, have the best time. I don't know if you drink, but I'll drink for you if you don't. I'll go have a drink. I'm going out tomorrow night with a couple of people, and I'm going to raise a glass in your honor. Happy 21st birthday, Maddie! Give it up for Maddie! Perfect. Nothing can go wrong now. Thank you for helping me out with that. You guys are good friends. Did anybody see what I do with my glasses?
Your book
What? What do you say? One person only! On my bag! I can't hear without my glasses on. Does anybody else have that problem? Real thing. They say when one of your senses goes, the other is stronger. That's bullshit. Without my glasses, I can't hear. Hi!
Anyway, so, you said you were doing a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like Amish or something. And what is the name of that? If you can tell
The
us.
movie I just finished is called Carved. It's about a pumpkin that comes to life and kills people. Here's the thing. When my manager's assistant sent me this, they always write on the outside of the script, because I only read things in hard copy. And so, because I can't really get the gist of it unless I can go back and forth, you know what I mean? And I want to say it out loud and walk around and carry it like that, see if I can do it. And they always write on the outside, they narrow it down. And I'm like, how did this get through? A sentient pumpkin murders a group of people who work at an open air museum. Like, it's like Colonial Williamsburg, but for Shakers. The Shakers moved into the wilderness in the early 1800s and gave up comfort. So there was not a cushion in this whole damn museum. And we were living there. So it's about a pumpkin that comes to life, but they were like, no, you should read it. And I read it, and it's so good and compelling. Like, I'm so happy that I did it, but it takes place during a Halloween party, and I'm wearing a bee costume for the whole damn movie, because there was no artful way for me to find, like, everybody else got to, like, when they're running away from the pumpkin, rip off their masks. or whatever. I'm wearing a bee costume that comes down to here, so there was none of this running away from the pumpkin. So I literally, I have to run this for you. I die. Or maybe I don't. I would never tell you anyway. But the whole movie, I am wearing like the antenna and the whole, yeah. So that's what it's called carved. It was fun. Although I will tell you this, rural Kentucky is not my favorite. If I had to walk away from it to leave it, I would have done it. Yeah, I mean, I would have walked here if I had to. It was not my favorite. I grew up on a farm. It just was. I left that on purpose. Do you have a question, or was that your?
That was my question.
All right, I love it. That was easy to answer, and I remembered all of it. You should win just because of that, or maybe I should win. Okay, hold on. What's your name and your guess?
Okay, my name is Lindsay, and I'm gonna guess because your birthday's on Monday, the 10th.
Oh yeah, my birthday is on Monday. Thanks. Thank you. I'll be 38 for the 47th time.
Hi, DJ.
Hey, buddy.
Can I be your best man, straight up?
Can you go what?
Can I be your best man?
Of course, of course. We're actually good at real eloping, so yeah. You can do it from afar.
Sounds good.
Is that your question? Oh, I love it. Quick and to the point. What's your name and your guess?
My name is Zach, and my guess is 57.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, DJ.
If I was going to have a best man, you'd be it. Okay, hello.
Hi, I'm Blake.
Hey, Blake, I'm gonna write that down right now.
My number is 4.
Oh, Blake, you're on top of it. Okay, Blake.
My question was, what was your favorite supernatural episode that you were in?
Oh, Party on Garth, without a doubt. It was fun. Party on Garth was the one about this monster you could only see when you were inebriated. That means drunk. And that was when Mr. Fizzles became a thing. And it was such a fun episode. And I think it was the first episode that really featured Garth. And it was really fun, and I loved it. And I got pulled back through a sugar glass window. It was just so much fun. And so yeah, and also here, I'll tell you a little secret about our hunter coats. So the reason why we can pull things this long out of a pocket this big is because there's a hole in the bottom in the jacket, and there's somebody like below frame doing this. There's like painting all this stuff. So there was a scene where I had to pick a lock, and I went in there for like an airline size booze thing, a lock kit that was about that big, a flashlight that was that big, and so there's a person just, I could see their little eye hole going. And it was just so funny that this was happening that I got the giggles, and it really helped with the scene. So it was my hands down favorite episode to film. Thank you so much, Blake. I've got you Blake and Ford. Good guess, brother, and good question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I was going to tell you about Brothers Bar in Columbus.
Brothers Bar in Columbus?
The last time I was there, they had a foam pit.
They had a what?
A foam pit.
I can't get wet.
Well, I don't think they have it anymore. But
Have you seen Gremlins? You will not like the result.
My question is, I listened to your podcast about how...
Dicks and brothers. Come on now. Come on. Sounds like fan fiction. I didn't write it, y'all did.
My question is, I listened to your podcast about how the boys play tricks on you. Have you ever played a trick on them?
No, they're really hard to play tricks on. I didn't. They never got me to really laugh on like break, because once I break, I can't stop. I talked about that, right? Like how the president of Sony Screen Gems once called me and said that he would fire me if he could, because me and Josh Jackson cost him $100,000 in lost time over the course of a movie, because it was funny stuff. But no, I never really pranked them. They're also, when they were on set, it's like they have like 19,000 things to do in a day. So it's like, if they want to waste time pranking me, that's one thing, but I also wouldn't waste time pranking them. I mean, I push Jared down some stairs now because we don't work together anymore. He was my next door neighbor, my last, I think the second to last season of Supernatural. And so like he'd come down to my local pub, we'd go out, like we're buddies. But at work, they have so much stuff to do. Although once he did take me to lunch and encouraged me to do 2 tequila shots, which is a big no-no on sets. And then we went back to work, and I felt okay. I was like, Jared's doing it, I'll do it too. We went back to work, and he was done for the day. Like, he just left and went home. And so I was at work a little lit up and worried, but it all worked out fine. I drove that car so well. No, I didn't drive. I didn't drive. What's your name and your guess?
Sky 126.
What is it?
Sky.
Sky? What's my niece's name? Do you know her? Okay, I didn't think so.
Hi there.
Hello?
Since Garth was a...
Oh, I hear them. I think they're coming for me. Talk fast.
Since Garth was a good werewolf, do you think he went to heaven or purgatory? And also, how's Mr. Crystal doing?
I think that don't monsters have to go to purgatory?
They have to go to purgatory, but maybe Jack.
I bet purgatory's fun. I mean, you can make it fun. You have to make anywhere fun. I've had fun at the Frankfurt airport. And if I can do that, I sure as hell can make purgatory fun. Isn't it like the wilderness? Isn't it like a wilderness place? Oh, I would hate that. Yeah, but Biddy and Ty would probably open up like a bed and breakfast. It'd be a good time. What's your name and your guess?
Anna and 13.
Anna? No, that's my sister's name. Do you know my sister?
No.
I didn't think so. All right, thank you. If your name is Ryan, I'm gonna lose my shit. That's my other sister's name. Or, hi, what's your name?
My name is Wendy.
Oh, you broke it. Okay, Wendy.
As long as you're over there, my guess is 88.
Oh, that's
Lucky
good.
here for a very special lady and I.
Okay, perfect. Love it.
And I have a question. Next weekend is Columbus Pride.
Go Columbus Pride!
It is one of the largest pride festivals in America. We're very proud to have that here. And I think that one year it would be so much fun if you and Benny were grand marshals.
Well, oh, that's a good idea. See, usually during Pride, I'm hiding because it's so many people, but if it was structured, I would do it. A few years ago, I went to New York City and got the Gay of the Year award. I can't remember the real name of it. The guy that like invented it during New York City Pride, I go there, I took Sam as my date, and he was like probably 82 years old, gets inebriated, tries to open mouth kiss me, and then get me away from my friends and take me to a place this was his line. Kim Kardashian goes there, and I'm like, that is a bad way to try to get me in the sack, Mr. Gay of the Year Award organizer man. But yeah, I mean, I consider that. I'm not much of a parade person. I'm kind of afraid of them. I think it's weird. It's weird. Think about it. Look at it like an alien will look at it. It's a bunch of people on the side of the road clapping for floats. It's weird. It's a little creepy, isn't it? Although I do like the parties that go with them, so I would go to a party.
Pride parade, you usually get the condom fairies giving out free condoms.
Oh, that's good. Safe sex is important. That's as far as I'll go. All these things popping in my head to say, and I have to remember my menu. So Wendy, 88. Wendy, 88. That was your guess, right?
Yeah, 88.
All right, perfect. I think I make it through everybody. No, I won't. What's your? Hi.
Hi. My name is Ashley, and my question is, do you collect anything?
I collect everything. Like it is like. I collect antiquities ethically. Like I love ancient Egyptian stuff. As a matter of fact, my engagement ring has a winged scarab, an ancient Egyptian winged scarab on it. So I collect that. Also, unfortunately, now I've gotten into porcelain because the stereotypes are true. I collect art. I collect a lot of things. I like it, but the thing is, I put a moratorium on buying things. I'm not going to buy anything for 2 years. But Ty did just tell me when I was bitching about getting whiplash at work, he was like, I'll just work more and you can stay home and buy weird shit. And I was like this. We'll need a bigger house. Do you collect anything?
Yeah, I collect bells, folding fans, and masquerade masks, and teapots, tea kettles, stuff like that.
Oh, you're the same kind of crazy I am. I love it. Here's the thing, collectors are interesting. I will tell you this though, I've become I collect, I have a lot of things. But I keep most of them in storage, and I'll just go up there in my pajamas with like a cocktail and be like, oh my god, I have like that. And that makes me feel better. But my favorite thing about collecting is I know now where to get things very cheaply. So I get other people into collecting and spend their money. So I get the thrill of buying it, finding it, and then give it the hell away. I've also started revenge buying things for my will. Like a lot of my relatives, like my redneck cousin Steve, has a lot of antique porcelain coming his way when I get to London. A lot of it.
So my guess is 99.
99. What's your name?
Ashley, A-S-H-L-E-E.
Got you. That's how Ashley Simpson spells it. What was your guess? 99? Perfect. Hi.
Hi, my name's Clara. I want to know what is your favorite go-to alcohol beverage and what's your favorite drinking game?
What's the second part of it?
What is your favorite alcohol beverage and what's your favorite drinking game?
Oh, my favorite drinking game. Oh, well, it has to be Never Have I Ever, or whatever it is. Like the thing is, wait, you drink if you've done it, right? I've done a lot of things. I really have. But I would never cheat in that game. I always play it truthfully. Plus, you get to drink during it. My favorite drink right now, I'm drinking rum. I'm like a spiced rum and Diet Cokes. And I know aspartame is bad for you, but I have a problem metabolizing too much sugar, especially when it's straight soluble. If it's not like, I mean, I can eat candy, but your body dissolves that, but that goes right into your bloodstream. So I have a little problem with that from old chemotherapy things when I was a child. But I like rum because it's alkaline and it doesn't make you swell. So you can drink it and not go right to work, because I wouldn't recommend that, but you don't look like you've been out. Here's the thing, I'm a social drinker. Like, somebody sent me, like my friend's a bartender, she sent me a picture of like a completely iced up drink. Like, I mean, all the ice had melted, so it's like clear at the top. And she was like, look, you left your drink here, because that's what I do. I get a drink, hold it for an hour, talk to 19 people, take that much of it, and then buy another drink, right? I like the ritual of being in a bar. 'Cause bars are like community centers. You go there, and there's usually a series of daytime drunks that go there, and if John doesn't show up for the chili cook-off, everybody goes to his house and looks for him. It's like it's like a check-in thing in a community. And LA has no center, and it's so spread out. So your neighborhood pub is like where you go for trivia. I go trivia twice a week. It's where you sing karaoke. It's where you do all these things that are sort of communal, because community centers really don't exist anymore. Or at least not where I live. And plus you can't drink in community centers. What's your name and your guess?
Clara and 96.
Clara?
Yes.
Oh, that's a nice name. I like your name, Clara.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, my name's Ava. I was wondering, do you have any favorite bands or songs?
Ooh, that's good. So who's like this? Whenever somebody asks you your favorite of anything, like what's your favorite movie, in my mind, I've never seen a movie before. I cannot remember the title of a movie. So it's like that. So as far as music goes, for me, when I see people who really like music and see the look on their face that they get when they really love a song, I really admire that because I don't feel it. Most music for me is like sort of nostalgic. It makes me think of another time or a good night that I had, or just like, a little banger hit, but there's nothing that really, it just doesn't, well, that's not true. The Appetite for Destruction album is pretty fucking awesome, and all those guitar runs. I met Slash once at a premiere of one of my movies, and he was hanging out with George Lopez. So I smoked back then, but I don't smoke anymore. But I was out smoking with the security guards because I can't stand to watch myself. I was at the Chinese Theater. I'm not going to answer your question, by the way. So we were at the Chinese Theater, and I was out smoking, and Kevin Smith was there. And Kevin Smith turned to me and was like, your movie's really terrible. And I'm like, I know. It was a movie I did with Sandra Bullock called All About Steve. And so I'm out there smoking, and then the movie lets out, and my buddy was my date for the night, and we both love Guns N' Roses, and then he taps me on the shoulder and points and was like, is that Slash? And I was like, do you think Slash and George Lopez are just hanging out outside of the building over here talking? No, of course it's not Slash. So I go to the after party across the street, and George Lopez's ex-wife, Lydia, gave him a kidney, and then he left her anyway, which is not a very nice thing to do. But anyway, they were still together back then. And see, I tell everything on everybody. And so, but I wouldn't tell your secrets. You can tell me all of them. And so Lydia was videoing me, and she knows I'm a huge fan of Guns N' Roses. And so, but he wasn't wearing, he wasn't wearing the hat, and he said he looked like a normal person. And so she was like, hey, she's videoing me. She's like, I want you to meet my friend, and he did this. Hey, I'm Slash, I'm a huge fan of yours. And then I did this, and I don't know why, and it's horrifying, and I've seen the video, and now I can't unsee it. I did this. Like 3 times! It is awful. It comes to me sometimes late at night when I'm laying in bed. It's awful. And I don't know why I had to tell you that, but clearly it was on my heart. Oh, I like the song In a Big Country from the album Big Country from the band Big Country. You know, in a big country, dreams stay with you. I love that song. What about you? Oh, I also love 70s R&B. Like that's what I'm listening to now. And 80s music.
My favorite band is probably like Korn or System of a Down.
Oh, that's good. Korn is good. That's a little hard for me. But yeah, 80s music is my jam. Love it, love it, love it. And it's not just because of my age, it's because it was good music. What's your name and your guess?
Ava, and my guess is 139.
Ava, 139. I got you, Ava. Nobody has picked the same number, which I really appreciate because I haven't been paying attention, but I just looked and you haven't. So good job, guys. Good job.
Hi, my name is Pam, and first of all...
What's your name?
Pam.
Where are you from, Pam?
Indiana, Richmond.
I can hear it. I like it. What's your name? Pam. I like it. That's how my people talk too.
First of all, can you just say balls?
Balls!
What was it like getting ready to step into Bobby's role?
Here's the thing. I was never told I was stepping into Bobby's roles. The producers did not expect me to be into Bobby's roles. You know who decided that? The publicity department of the CW. When they told me I would be doing this, I would just be doing it temporarily. I'm just stepping in, messing things up, and getting out, right? And so I was like, the thing that you can't do is run a promo on television that says the new Bobby question mark. You know what these motherfuckers did? They ran a promo that said the new Bobby question mark. My social media blew up with hatred. Like, I got so much stuff. It actually was so bad. I called Jared. I was like, I don't want to do the show anymore. Like this, I was like, I'm minding my own business. I'm a guest star, and suddenly I'm a pariah of a bunch of people I don't know. And then he screen grabbed a bunch of stuff that had been sent to him or said about him over the years or posted to his social media, and I'm like, oh, I can do this show. That's not it's absolutely nothing. What they did with me was flirtation compared to that. But it was never supposed to be that. But I will tell you this, I loved wearing his hat so much that I stole it. There's like 47 of them, so I took it home with me. The Supernatural is the stingiest show I've ever dealt with props. I tried to take a silver bullet necklace home from that dinner scene in Sharp Teeth, and it was not made of a bullet, it wasn't silver, there were 1,000 of them in a bucket, and they knew I had it and asked for it back. And I'm like, why can't you give me this? Like, you give me this little thing, they sold my hunter coat at the Supernatural yard sale for $10. They sold everything for $10. Like, I asked for that so many times and they wouldn't give it to me. They sold my chair back, the one that says my name on it. They sold that. No! And I asked for it. Bastards. Can you remind me why I told that? Because I'm curious about what led to that.
Well, if anybody had to do it, you did a good job.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, look who it is! I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to get... Wait, do I have 2 last questions? Come to my table, but you can't play. Guys, what's your guess?
83.
83. Do you know who won? The answer was 127. So I think, hold on 1 second. I've got a 132 here. Oh, 126. Sky, you won. Come to my table and I'll give you whatever prize you want. Thank you guys so much. We're going to have a great weekend together.
How was it?
It was good.
Good crowd.
It was really, really good.
Nice. Well,
I told them all they live on a set. This place doesn't look real to me. There's no people on the street. I'm gonna go out and mess it up a little bit tomorrow night. Maybe people on the sidewalk a little bit. But anyway, guys, I love you so much. Let's have a good weekend. Come to Gary tonight.
ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for DJ Friday.